Hiya, I'm that James Wisdom, and today I'm going to be unboxing Happy Little Dinosaurs. So hello everybody, today I'm going to be unboxing Happy Little Dinosaurs. This is a game from the creators of Unstable Unicorns and from Here to Slay, which you will have seen an unboxing of on this channel already. The company is called Unstable Games at this point, that's what they're called. I just ordered this off of their website. I pre-ordered it when I was pre-ordering some expansion stuff for Here to Slay, and so I thought I'd pick this up as well because it has cute dinosaurs on it. I like dinosaurs and the dinosaurs on this are cute. That's basically all there is to say about why I picked up this game. I just thought it looked cute, I liked the art on it. This is the exclusive edition. The exclusive edition comes with the base game plus the expansions, or at least one expansion. So this is a 2 to 6 player version of the game. If you buy the base game, you get a 2 to 4 player version of the game. Plus, as I say, there is an expansion for 2 to 6 players. And you basically, in the box, get each of these dinosaurs that you can see on the front. You play as one of these dinosaurs, and you're just trying to survive longer than the other dinosaurs, or be the first to kind of reach 50 points, I think is the basic aim of the game. It's really a card game more than anything. It's kind of got the board game aesthetic. You've got a play mat per player, but generally speaking this is a card game, so most of the content this is going to be cards plus a few boards. You've also all got an individual dinosaur meeple, which is fun and nice and cute. And this is basically a card game very similar to the way Hearts is played from the way I understand it. So each player lays a card face down and then you all reveal them at the same time, and whoever has the highest number wins, and whoever has the lowest number has to take a kind of a negative card from the deck. Basically it is how it works. And of course, because it's, you know, a more modern board game than that, the cards have different effects, and there are different kind of fun tactics, and you've got like instance cards as well as item cards and those kind of things. The sort of classics that you'd expect, but we'll see more of that when we get into the box, which we'll do right now. Alright, so here it is. Let's get into it. Swap the box over first, but this shouldn't take a moment. Just flip that there. So we can see this is what you get in the box. You get 6 meeples, a bunch of cards, and some player mats. This is a 6-player version of the game, as I said, the exclusive edition. So we're going to get enough for 6 players in here. That should really be it. I assume we'll have an instruction booklet in here as well, but you know, really that's it. Let's just lift the lid off and see what we get. There we go. Looking nice so far. Here's the rules. Is the rules a poster? Oh gosh, the rules are a poster. I won't go through the rules. I know roughly how this game plays. As I said in the intro, I assume the normal version of this game just has the same rules and a slightly smaller box, which is why they are a little bit smaller. Yeah, and it will fit on top of there. So I imagine the normal box is just this size, and that's it. So let's just get into these. Let's see what we've got here. We've got 2 packs here. I think that's just 3 boards per pack, looks like. Now there's no easy or quick way in, so I'm going to need my knife to get into these. So that's the first lot. Let's open the other lot up as well, just while we got the knife out, and here we go. Looking good. Right, so the boards open up nicely. They kind of fold in and out. Basically this is the same board for everybody here, this bit inside. This is your scoring track. Basically they call it your escape route, I think, in the instructions, which I thought was cute. It's all about escaping from the apocalypse, really. That's the premise of the game, I guess. And each dinosaur has special abilities, and this is basically the types of cards that can come out. The types of disaster card, as they call them. Now let's look at the other 3 first, I think, just because I think this is one of the base game characters. This is a base game character, Stego, which means you get +1 against meteors is basically it, which is the big disaster, like a wild card disaster. You've got Nervous Rex, again, same insides to the board there. I do like these are really cute, who gets +1 on Predator disasters, and -1 on emotional disasters, which I think is funny. And then we've got Triceratops, who gets +1 on emotional and -1 on environmental, I think is what that means. But again, all the boards are the same. It's a shame that the routes aren't slightly different in each case, but you know, whatever, that's fine. But those are your kind of your first three, and then Bad Luck Bronto is the fourth. Now those are all the base game dinosaurs that you get in the normal base game. These two, Raging Raptor and Pterodactyl, are the expansion characters, I guess, or expansion dinosaurs, and they both have slightly more complex kind of special abilities, I guess. So Raging Raptor gets +2 on predator disasters, and then -1 on environmental and emotional disasters, whereas Pterodactyl gets +1 on predator and emotional, but -2 on environmental, which is cool, makes sense. So they're all cool, they're all fun. I like the artwork, and as I say, that's the main reason I ended up buying this. Now let's have a look at what else we get. Now these are all our meeples. I don't even need to get these out really. You can see them really nicely displayed in this box here. Those are neat. I like them. I really like the colours actually. They're good thickness. They're you know, fairly decent thickness. This is a bit of a chip in this wood, but you know, that's the standard meeple stuff. Again, another really good reason to get these, as far as I was concerned, was fun dinosaur meeples that are sort of both dinosaurs and also super cute. So I like these a lot. And there you go, same, you can see on both sides. Not printed, they're just plain colourful meeples. I like that kind of meeple personally. Now we've got 4 decks of cards here. I believe, or I imagine, that 2 of these are from the base game, which I'm guessing are these 2 because they're thicker decks, and then these 2 are from the expansion. I've also got this other little sort of separately sealed deck here, which may be kind of a bonus item for this sort of special edition that I've got here. So let's just start opening the cards up and have a quick flick through them. These have got easy open tabs, which is nice. I do like an easy open tab. There we go. And then the cards come in a bunch of varieties, so I can immediately see these cards here are our disaster cards. So these are going to be ones with the sort of purple coloured back, and as I said before, they come in 3 different varieties, or technically 4 different varieties. You've got the environmental disasters, right? That's what these are, all with fun, unique art on here. They don't really have any separate meaning, they're just green disaster cards. They just got a little bit of flavour text added at the bottom here as well. Then you've got the predator disasters, which again, just cute art. There you go. Then you've got the emotional disasters, which I just find funny. This is emotional disasters. So you get ghosted, someone doesn't show up to a date, for example, you have a bad hair day. There's just lots of quite fun things in here. So there you go. And then finally, now this is the 4th type, and these cards I believe are all the same. Yes, so you've got 4 of these, and these are meteor cards, and they count as any of they're wild basically, so they count as any of the colours. Now what that basically means is in the game you want to try and avoid having 3 of the same colour or 1 of each colour. So if you have 2 of any one colour, because you've been avoiding getting something else, or because you've just ended up with 2 of one colour, then getting a meteor is very bad. So these are the cards from your main deck. These are the cards that everybody has in their hands, and the basic principle is that they've all got a number, which is their value, and whoever has the highest number wins when you reveal. But you've also got different abilities that the cards have. So example here, your pet rock is worth nothing, so you're absolutely going to lose on a points value there. But you may discard a point card from your hand, then add its point value to the score this round. So you're likely going to lose and have to take a disaster, but at the same time, if you've got another points card somewhere, you can discard it and take those points anyway. So if you know you're not going to win, you can still kind of make a gain on that basically. And you've got different abilities here. I'm not going to read through all the abilities, but you can see here it's going up in numeric value, and I believe they go all the way up to 9. So those are 0 through 3. Let's look at the rest of this. And these are going to be 3 through 9 would be my guess. So get rid of the rubbish. Delicious Smoothie is worth 3. Got Bonehead worth 4. I noticed that that is actually on here. There we go. They're exactly the same card. It may just be the expansion gives us more cards, not anything specifically new for these. Fire Spray, Home Run Bat, Bow and Dino, that's fun. Special Star Fruit. Right, and then obviously you're just going up in value here, so there's going to be some really good cards here. Then we get these, what they call instance cards. And these give us different sort of immediate actions that we can take. Now we can usually take these at 2 different phases in the game. You can take them either at the scoring phase or at the end of a round, I believe is how these work. Play this card if you would add a disaster card to your disaster area this round. Move that disaster card to the bottom of the disaster deck instead. So that's really good. So that just basically says, oh no, I had a loss there. So I would have taken the disaster card. I'll lay this instead. Then that disaster card doesn't come and end up on my playboard. Instead, it ends up back at the bottom of the deck. Right, and you've got different things, different abilities, different things you can do there. And you'll see that those are also types of the main deck. So they just go in the main deck. They just get shuffled in amongst these other cards. So whilst you may not get, you know, a really good points card, you will end up with an instance card which can help you out instead. You always have 5 cards in your hand at a time, so you're always drawing up every time you lay a card. You end up drawing up at the end of the round. But that's the 2 main decks that are in here. We'll look at that one in a little bit, but let's open this smaller deck here. And what we've got here are more of these cards. So I think these are just the expansion cards. They've given us a few more normal points cards and a few instance cards as well. So straightforward stuff, nice and easy. Finally then, we have some more disaster cards. Now these, again, these ones I presume are expansion ones, so we get a few more disasters to go around because you've got an extra 2 players. So you've got 4 more environmental disasters, 4 more predator disasters, 4 more emotional disasters. Oh no, plot twist. And then 2 more meteors here, plus again a few more of these low number cards. So there you go, you can see that in the same way as the other deck had disaster cards plus some of the normal cards running from 1 through 4, they go on there. And then we've got some extra 1s, some extra 2s, some extra 3s, and a couple of new 3s in there as well, I think. Some extra 4s, some extra 5s, and some new 5s in there. Extra 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, instance cards, right? So exactly the same thing we got in the main deck, but the expansion stuff, and they just go in there. There's a lot of wasted space in here, I have to say, but it's all right. And then finally, let's look at these extra cards here as well. Now these look like they're going to be disaster cards, or at least one of them is. So there's 2 extra cards here, 2 normal cards, and these are interesting because these are different types of disaster cards. So you've got 3 mini meteors here, and each one has a different kind of combination effect. So it's not worth all 3 of the cards, it's worth 2 of them. So you've got a green and red one, a blue and red one, and a blue and green one to match the disaster cards there. So that's quite cool. So that's everything in the box there. I like a lot of this. I love the meeples. I think the meeples are great. I think the art is fun. It's just a card game, as I say. I mean, these are standard size cards, so if you wanted to sleeve your cards, you could. The boards are neat. I like that they fold out. I like this idea of the track here, each individual person's scoring track, plus the place to put your cards. This is entirely unnecessary for the game to function, really. You could have one long track of 50, and everybody's meeple could be along it, and that would be fine. And then you just have your disaster cards laid out in front of you there, plus like another card for your dinosaur. But these are cool. I like them. I think they're neat. And I think each of the dinosaurs, these 2 expansion ones, plus your regular ones, are all really cute and really cool. So that's it. You know, that's everything that's in the box. I hope you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, all of that nonsense, and I will try to do more videos very soon.